So Pietro, what themes are you emerging in the ACR field around other press systems in other parts of the world?
So around the world we're seeing the adoption of press systems for ACR, different uses in different markets. So in some of the markets I deal with in particular, Netherlands, it's predominantly in the air conditioning space, so VRF systems, mini splits, very much so in the Dutch market. Other markets moving more into refrigeration.
It's a bit of a mixed bag, really.
So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but it's been quite a big take-up in many countries around the world.
Yeah, fantastic.
So now that we've been selling the B Maxi Pro here in Australia for several years, what are you hearing and what are you finding are the unique advantages?
Yeah, look, I think first and foremost, given that we are such a traditional brazing and or flaring market in the ACR field, I think one of the biggest is simply just knees and body parts. You know, we're getting people that aren't having to lug around, gas bottles all the time. They can get into much tighter and more cramped spaces. So I think from more of a practicality standpoint, we're just seeing Maxi Pro being adopted in those types of areas, which are traditionally really hard to get to with traditional welding bottles. So I think that's probably the main one. And I think one of the biggest one is just the ease of repeatability, the peace of mind knowing that every single joint has been done exactly the same in every installation, I think provides such a huge peace of mind for our customers. What have you heard from different types of customers about their advantages for using B Maxi Pro?
Well, it's pretty much following on from what you've said there. It's the ease, it's very much the repeatability.
Yeah.
The machine's doing the work, the fittings have been designed to work with the machine, so you get the same good result every time.
Yeah.
And that's really the single biggest thing, and also just not having to do the nitrogen purge speeds the whole process up, lugging the nitro around. And I always joke, well, obviously they're not setting fire to the building. So obviously this is a fairly new technology. There's people who've been brazing for many years. So what would you say to them to convince them to switch to press?
Yeah, look, it's a great question. And I think for people that have done the same thing their entire life, it is a really big step to make the change, especially to adopt new technology, new tooling, a whole new way of working. But I think we can take some comfort in the fact that Maxi Pro has been developed by a company that knows what they're doing. They've been doing this for many years, and by and large, the style of fittings are not new. They've been adapted for refrigeration, but in reality, press systems have been in the world market for well over 20 years. So my advice to those particular customers, if they've got a smaller job that they think that they want to trial it on, by all means, please go into a Reese, Actrol or Metalflex store, have a conversation with them and really understand what are the types of bits of feedback we're hearing, and give it a try, because in reality there's going to be really no consequence in trialling it in a small job, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised about the ease of it, I don't think you'll go back.